What if I told you that right now you could be walking past opportunities, letting wealth slip through your fingers and leaving yourself wide open to bad energy, simply because you're not carrying 3 ridiculously simple items? These aren't crystals, charms, or some vague positive vibes trend. They are physical, proven symbols that have traveled through centuries of history, trusted by warriors, kings, merchants, and modern-day power players to tip fortune in their favor. And here's the crazy part: they still work if you know how to use them. We live in a world where luck isn't random, it's engineered. Your mood, your confidence, and even your body language change the second you feel protected, prepared, and primed for success. The right objects don't just sit in your pocket, they rewire your mindset, sharpen your focus, and quietly signal to the people around you that you are someone worth saying yes to. That's why some of the most successful people on the planet, athletes clutching a talisman before a game, CEOs carrying a token from their first big win, even politicians who never travel without a certain pen swear by them. Today, I'm going to reveal the 3 most powerful everyday luck multipliers you can carry. 1 is your invisible shield against negativity, 1 is a magnet for wealth and growth, and 1 is the master key to doors you didn't even know existed. By the time you finish watching, you'll not only know what they are, you'll understand exactly why they work, and how to make them work for you starting today. Lucky item #1, the invisible gatekeeper that blocks bad energy. Think about this: every single day you walk into situations carrying invisible baggage, other people's moods, the tension in a room, even the leftover energy from yesterday's problems. You might not see it, but you feel it. The sudden dip in your mood after a meeting, the way your confidence wavers when someone gives you a cold look, the fatigue that sets in for no physical reason. These moments aren't just bad vibes in a vague social media sense. They are real, measurable shifts in your nervous system caused by the energy you absorb from your surroundings. And here's the truth no one tells you: most of us are completely unprotected. We walk around like open doors, letting any stray thought, judgment, or negativity seep in. But for centuries, there's been a simple, almost laughably ordinary item that people have used to stand guard at that doorway, keeping the bad stuff out and letting only the good in: a single clove of garlic. Now, before you roll your eyes and picture some over-the-top superstition, let's get real. In modern wellness, we talk about immune defense, anti-inflammatory foods, and natural detoxing. Garlic already checks those boxes in the physical sense. It boosts circulation, supports your immune system, and fights harmful bacteria. But long before anyone studied its chemical makeup, people noticed something deeper. When they kept garlic close, they felt safer, clearer, and more resilient. Whether it was hung over a doorway, tucked in a soldier's pocket, or worn discreetly around the neck, garlic became a symbol of protection, an invisible shield that guarded not just the body but the mind and spirit. And here's why it still matters today. In a world where we're constantly connected, constantly exposed, and constantly processing information, your mind is more vulnerable than ever to energetic noise. That's why athletes have lucky socks, performers have pre-show rituals, and leaders have small grounding habits before making big decisions. They're creating an energetic filter. Garlic does the same thing, but with a symbolic and sensory power that's been reinforced by generations. I'll tell you a story that drives this home. A few years back, a woman I know, let's call her Emily, was going through a rough patch at work. Office politics were intense, whispers about layoffs were everywhere, and she found herself getting dragged into drama she didn't even care about. Her anxiety spiked, her focus dropped, and she started questioning her own worth. One day over coffee, her grandmother, a sharp, no-nonsense woman, told her, "You need a gatekeeper, something to stand between you and all that noise." She handed Emily a small piece of garlic, told her to keep it in her left pocket, and said nothing more. Emily laughed, but she did it anyway. Over the next week, she noticed something strange. The same co-workers who used to dump their negativity on her stopped seeking her out. The passive-aggressive comments didn't land the same way. It wasn't magic, it was that she'd shifted her awareness. That garlic in her pocket became a physical reminder that not every battle needed her energy, not every opinion needed her attention. And because she carried herself differently, the negativity stopped sticking. That's the deeper secret here. It's not that garlic is a mystical force field, it's that it engages your senses and your psychology at the same time. You feel it in your hand, smell its faint presence, and it triggers the thought, "I am protected." Your brain, in turn, changes your posture, your tone, and your decisions. That subtle shift is enough to alter the energy you project and the way others respond to you. Science calls this the embodied cognition effect, the idea that the objects we hold can change our state of mind and behavior. So how do you actually use garlic as your invisible gatekeeper in a way that fits into a modern American lifestyle? Keep it simple and discreet. Choose one fresh clove, not dried, not pre-chopped, and carry it in your pocket, bag, or even a small pouch you keep on you daily. In the morning, when you pick it up, take a second to set an intention. This is my guardrail. I decide what enters my space. That one conscious moment primes your mind before you step out into the world. You don't have to announce it, and you certainly don't have to believe in folklore for it to work. You just have to use it as a trigger to claim your mental boundaries. If you work in a high-stress environment, you can even place a clove in a drawer or on your desk, somewhere within your personal space. Every time you notice it, let it be a checkpoint. Is this conversation worth my energy? Is this problem actually mine to solve? Over time, that practice trains you to protect your mental bandwidth, the same way noise-canceling headphones protect your hearing. And don't underestimate the power of ritual in reinforcing this habit. Once a week, replace the clove. As you throw the old one away, imagine you're discarding all the negativity it's absorbed. That act of physically removing it sends a powerful message to your subconscious. Whatever happened this week is over, and you're stepping into the next one with a clean slate. Here's the bottom line. Carrying garlic isn't about believing in magic spells or old wives' tales. It's about having a tangible, sensory cue that you are in control of what you let in and what you keep out. In a time where stress, comparison, and endless opinions can drain you before lunch, having an invisible gatekeeper isn't optional, it's essential. The real win isn't that garlic changes the world around you, it's that it changes the way you show up in it. And when you show up guarded, grounded, and clear-headed, you make better decisions, you protect your peace, and you become the kind of person who attracts better energy naturally. So tomorrow morning, slip that small clove into your pocket. Walk out the door knowing that you've set the tone for your day. The world will still throw challenges your way, but now they'll hit the gate, and you get to decide whether they pass through or stay out. That's not superstition, that's strategy, and it works. Lucky item #2, the seed of wealth in your pocket. Let's be honest, money isn't everything, but it changes everything. In the US, where opportunity and competition run side by side, your financial health can determine the quality of your choices, the freedom you have in daily life, and even the time you get to spend with the people you love. Yet for so many people, wealth feels like a moving target, something that always seems to be in the works but never quite arrives. Here's the truth most people overlook: wealth rarely shows up by accident. It grows when you nurture it, protect it, and remind yourself daily that you are in the business of abundance. And there's one small, almost unnoticeable object that can keep that focus alive every single day: a clove. Yes, a simple clove, the kind you might toss into a recipe without a second thought, has been used for centuries as a symbol of prosperity. In history, cloves were so valuable they were traded like gold, fought over in wars, and hoarded by those in power. They weren't just spices, they were seeds of fortune, literally worth their weight in silver in some markets. And that's exactly why they still hold symbolic power today. When you carry a clove, you're not just holding a piece of spice, you're holding a centuries-old reminder that small things, when valued and cared for, can create empires. Here's why it works. The human brain is wired to respond to symbols and cues. That's why professional athletes wear the same bracelet every game, or why entrepreneurs keep the first dollar they ever earned framed in their office. These aren't silly habits, they are anchors. They remind you of what you're aiming for and keep your focus locked on the outcome. A clove, carried intentionally, becomes that anchor for wealth. Every time your hand brushes against it in your pocket, your mind gets a subtle nudge. I am someone who attracts and grows abundance. And over time, those micro-reminders shape the decisions you make and the opportunities you notice. Let me give you a real example. A small bakery owner I once knew, let's call her Carla, was on the brink of shutting her doors. Sales were flat, bills were piling up, and she felt like the harder she worked, the more she was just treading water. One afternoon, a friend told her about the clove ritual. She laughed at first, but decided to try it, mostly out of desperation. She placed one clove in her wallet and another on the shelf near her register, telling herself every morning that these were her seeds of prosperity. Within weeks, subtle shifts began to happen. A food blogger stumbled upon her shop and posted a glowing review. A local catering company approached her for a long-term partnership, and for the first time in months, she had more customers than she could keep up with. Was it magic? No, it was focus. By treating that clove as a reminder of abundance, Carla started operating like a business owner expecting growth. She networked more, invested in better packaging, and said yes to collaborations instead of avoiding them out of fear. So how do you make this work for you? First, choose 7 whole cloves. This number has been traditionally associated with attracting financial opportunities, but more importantly, it gives you enough to place them strategically. Keep one in your wallet or money clip as a constant companion for your financial life. Place another in the drawer where you store important documents or contracts. Drop one in your desk at work and keep another in the glove compartment of your car, symbolizing that wealth can come from anywhere, even unexpected places. Each placement should be intentional. As you put the clove down, say to yourself, "This is my seed of wealth, and I expect it to grow." There's also a powerful nightly practice you can add that reinforces the effect. Before you go to sleep, take one clove in your hand, close your eyes, and replay the day in your mind. For every moment of financial gain, whether it's closing a deal, saving on a purchase, or finding a new lead, say thank you. Even if the day was tough, find something small to appreciate. Gratitude doesn't just feel good, it reprograms your brain to spot and seize more opportunities. Neuroscience backs this up. When you focus on positive financial moments, your brain starts filtering for more of them, the same way you suddenly notice a car model everywhere after you buy one. Another key is renewal. Just like with the garlic in part 1, you don't want to keep the same clove forever. Every month, replace it. As you do, toss the old one in the trash or compost and imagine you're discarding scarcity, debt, and fear along with it. That physical act signals to your subconscious that you are constantly planting fresh seeds and that there is always more to come. In American culture, we're bombarded with messages about spending, saving, investing, and making it big, but very few people talk about the mindset that makes all of it stick. Without that foundation, even the best financial plan can crumble. Carrying a clove isn't about superstition, it's about creating a daily tactile reminder that wealth is something you cultivate. It's not luck. It's not a one-time windfall. It's a garden you tend every single day, every choice you make. And here's the thing, when you start seeing yourself as someone who already carries wealth in potential, in ideas, in resources, you start behaving like it. You negotiate differently, you present yourself with more confidence. You're less likely to accept less than your worth. That's the quiet, compounding effect of the clove in your pocket. It shifts you from hoping for more to expecting more. And when you expect more, you tend to get it. So tomorrow, as you get ready for your day, slide a clove into your pocket or wallet, not as a charm you forget about, but as a partner in your financial journey. Let it remind you that you are planting seeds with every conversation, every deal, every opportunity you choose to engage with. The clove won't do the work for you, but it will keep you focused on doing the work that matters. And that focus, more than anything else, is what grows wealth in the real world. Lucky item #3, the key that opens doors you can't yet see. Think about the last time you felt stuck, career plateau, stalled personal goals, or that frustrating sense that life was just looping on repeat. Now imagine someone handing you a key and saying, "This will open a door you don't even know exists yet." You might laugh, but here's the truth. Symbols change behavior, and behavior changes results. A physical key, especially one you choose with intention, can become one of the most powerful mental triggers you'll ever carry. It's not about the metal. It's about what it represents, possibility, access, and the belief that somewhere right now there's an opportunity waiting for you to step through. Keys have been used as symbols of power and authority for centuries. Kings handed them to trusted allies to signal control over cities. In ancient Greece, a bronze key wasn't just for larks, it was believed to grant access to divine wisdom. In modern times, we still use the language of keys when we talk about success. The key to happiness, the key to wealth, the key to the city. We instinctively understand that a key means entry into something exclusive. When you carry one with intention, you're sending yourself a constant reminder. You already hold the ability to open new chapters in your life. One young artist I knew, Sarah, had been grinding for years, side jobs, late nights, chasing gallery spots that never came through. Her aunt gave her an old, tarnished key from their family home and told her, "Carry this. It's a reminder you're never locked out of your future." Sarah started carrying it everywhere, and something shifted, not in the metal, but in her mindset. She started pitching her work more boldly, asking for collaborations instead of waiting for invitations. Within months, she landed a spot in a local art show, then a commissioned mural, and eventually her first solo exhibit. She told me later, "The key didn't open a literal door, it opened me. Here's how you can use this in your own life. First, don't grab just any spare house key. Choose one that has weight, maybe from a place that mattered to you or one you find in an antique shop that sparks something in you. Claim it, hold it, and assign it a purpose. That purpose could be career advancement, finding the right relationship, breaking into a new industry, or simply discovering the next level of your own potential. Second, decide where you'll keep it. Some people wear it on a chain around their neck as a constant visual reminder. Others tuck it into a wallet or pocket so their hand brushes it throughout the day. Each time you touch it, pause even for just a second and imagine a door swinging open. The more vividly you picture it, the more your brain starts scanning your environment for doors you may have ignored before. A passing comment in a meeting that sparks an idea, a networking event you almost skipped, a chance encounter that could shift your path. You can also incorporate the key into a nightly or weekly visualization. Sit somewhere quiet, hold the key in your palm, and think about one locked area in your life. See yourself sliding the key into the lock, turning it, and stepping through. The act of physically turning a key taps into deep motor memory. Your brain associates it with access, with movement, with forward momentum. It's more than imagination. It's training your nervous system to feel ready when real opportunities appear. And here's a small but powerful twist. Carry the key during transitions. Starting a new job, keep it in your pocket on day one. Moving to a new city, hold it while signing your lease. About to walk into a big pitch or interview, grip it in your hand for a moment beforehand. You're anchoring those pivotal moments to the sensation of unlocking, making it easier to approach them with confidence instead of fear. In American culture, where ambition and opportunity are core values, we often focus so much on chasing the next thing that we forget the mental readiness it takes to recognize the right thing when it shows up. A key grounds you in that readiness. It's a daily, physical statement that you are not shut out, not stuck, not waiting for someone else to choose you. You are the one holding access. And over time, something interesting happens. You look back and realize that the doors you've opened weren't random. They were the product of you showing up with a mind already expecting entry. The key didn't change the world, it changed the way you saw it, and that in turn changed the way the world saw you. So tomorrow morning, when you grab your phone, your wallet, your keys, add one more. Not for your car, not for your front door, but for the life you haven't yet walked into. Because when you carry the belief that you already hold the key, you stop waiting for permission. And that's when doors, real, tangible, life-changing doors, start to open. Things to avoid so your lucky items don't lose power. If you've committed to carrying these 3 lucky items, the invisible gatekeeper, the seed of wealth, and the key that opens doors you can't yet see, you've already taken a powerful step. But here's the truth most people miss. The energy you put into these items can fade if you're careless. These objects are more than metal, spice, or plant. They are anchors for your mindset. And mindset is like a flame. It burns bright when protected, but weakens when exposed to the wrong elements. If you want your lucky items to keep working for you, you have to treat them as more than just pocket clutter. That means there are very specific things you should avoid, or you risk dulling their impact entirely. 1. Treating them like just another object. The quickest way to drain the power of a lucky item is to let it blend in with everything else in your bag, drawer, or car. If your garlic clove is rolling around with loose coins and gum wrappers, or your special key is buried under a pile of old receipts, you're sending your brain a signal: this thing doesn't matter. And when your brain stops valuing it, your actions follow. Instead, give each item its own intentional place: a small pouch, a dedicated pocket, a keychain that stands out. Every time you see or touch it, the message should be clear: this is important. 2. Letting them get dirty or damaged. It might sound trivial, but the physical condition of your lucky item directly affects how your subconscious connects with it. A clove of garlic that's shriveled and rotting, or a key that's rusted and grimy, becomes a visual cue for neglect. In psychology, this is called an environmental anchor. Your mind attaches meaning to what you see. Clean your items regularly. Replace organic ones like cloves before they decay. Polish your key so it feels solid in your hand. The more care you show, the more your mind ties them to abundance and readiness. 3. Overexposing them to others. It's tempting to show your lucky items to friends or post them on social media, but here's the risk. Not everyone will understand or respect their purpose. Some people will dismiss them, joke about them, or unintentionally project their own negativity onto them. Remember, these items are personal tools for your focus and intention. It's fine to share the idea, but keep the actual objects private. This isn't about superstition, it's about keeping your association with them pure and untainted by outside judgment. 4. Using them without intention. Carrying a lucky item just because it's supposed to work is like joining a gym and never working out. The object itself isn't magic, it's the meaning you give it. Every time you touch, see, or move your item, take a second to reaffirm its purpose. If you hold your clove of garlic, picture it forming a shield around you. If you feel your key, imagine a door unlocking. If your fingers brush the cloves in your wallet, think about wealth flowing toward you. Those micro moments of intention are what keep the connection alive. 5. Mixing them with negative experiences. Your lucky items are mental triggers. That means the environment and emotions around them matter. If you wear your key during a heated argument or carry your clove into a meeting you know will be toxic, you risk linking it to stress instead of success. It's better to leave it behind for moments you know will be emotionally messy. Think of it like a suit you'd only wear for important occasions. You don't want to stain it with the wrong kind of memory. 6. Being inconsistent. Consistency builds momentum. If you only carry your lucky items when you remember, you're creating an on-off signal in your own mind. Your subconscious responds best to steady, repeated associations. Make carrying them a non-negotiable habit, just like taking your phone or keys when you leave the house. The more ingrained the habit, the stronger their psychological pull. 7. Doubting their purpose. Skepticism is natural, but constant doubt is corrosive. If you carry these items while thinking, this is probably nonsense, you're canceling the mental benefits they're designed to create. Confidence is part of the mechanism. You don't have to believe in magic to believe in their effect. Think of them as performance tools like an athlete's lucky socks or a CEO's signature pen. They work because they cue a winning mindset. 8. Hoarding too many lucky objects. If everything is lucky, nothing is. When you start carrying 5, 10, or 20 different charms, the meaning of each one becomes diluted. Your brain can only attach strong symbolic value to a few things at a time. Stick to your 3 chosen items and deepen your relationship with them. Quality of connection beats quantity of objects every time. 9. Forgetting to refresh the energy. Even the most powerful symbolic items need periodic recharging, mentally, emotionally, and physically. That might mean cleaning them, holding them during meditation, or even swapping them out for a fresh version when the old one has served its time. This isn't about superstition, it's about keeping your own sense of purpose sharp. Think of it like replacing a worn-out running shoe, not because you stopped running, but because you want to keep performing at your best. 10. Relying on them instead of acting. The most dangerous mistake is believing the items will do all the work for you. They won't. They are catalysts, not substitutes for effort. Carrying a clove won't make money appear in your account, you still have to chase opportunities. Holding a key won't open doors unless you walk up to them. These items amplify action, they don't replace it. The real magic happens when you combine them with consistent, focused steps toward your goals. When you respect your lucky items, you're really respecting your own commitment to growth, abundance, and protection. Treat them with care, keep them aligned with positive experiences, and anchor them to intentional action. In time, they won't just be things you carry. They'll be constant reminders that you are ready, worthy, and capable of shaping your own fortune. Final, when you step back and look at these 3 items, a clove of garlic, a handful of cloves, and a key, they might seem unrelated at first glance. One protects, one attracts, one opens. But in reality, they form a complete cycle for building the life you want. Protection keeps your energy from being drained by negativity. Attraction pulls in opportunities and resources. Access ensures you can step through the doors when those opportunities appear. In psychology, there's a concept called priming. It's when your mind, often without you realizing it, starts scanning for things it's been conditioned to notice. If you've ever bought a new car and suddenly see that same model everywhere, that's priming at work. These items act as physical primes for your goals. Every time you touch them, see them, or even remember they're with you, they reinforce the mindset you need: resilient, abundant, and ready. And there's another layer: ritual. Modern neuroscience shows that rituals, even simple ones, calm the nervous system, lower stress hormones, and improve focus. Athletes who bounce the basketball a certain number of times before a free throw aren't being superstitious. They're creating consistency in their state of mind. In the same way, holding your garlic before meditation, placing cloves in your wallet, or gripping your symbolic key before a big meeting isn't magic in the supernatural sense. It's using your body and senses to send a signal to your brain: I am protected, I am attracting, I am ready. These objects are not lucky because of what they are lucky because of what they remind you to be. The garlic doesn't block bad energy on its own. You do when you carry yourself with confidence and boundaries. The cloves don't magically print money. They help you focus on financial growth so you notice and act on chances you might have ignored. The key won't physically open a locked door to your dreams, but it keeps your mind searching for handles you can actually turn. Most people drift through life waiting for the big break, assuming it will just show up. The truth is, the break often arrives in quiet moments: a passing conversation, a small opportunity, a piece of advice. If you aren't primed to recognize it, you walk right past it. But when you live with protection, attraction, and access as daily habits, you stop walking past and start walking through. You don't need to believe in superstition to use these tools. You just need to believe in the science of attention and the power of intention. When you align your environment, your symbols, and your actions, you create a feedback loop where each small choice pushes you closer to the life you want. That's not mysticism, it's momentum. So tomorrow, when you step out into the world, ask yourself, am I guarded against negativity? Am I drawing abundance toward me? And am I ready to walk through the doors that open? If you can answer yes to all three, you're not just carrying lucky items, you're carrying a portable mindset for success. And once you start living that way, you'll realize that luck was never something you waited for. It was something you carried with you all along.